Okay, guys, the video is horrible. Way to go, Kevin. But I wanted to give you something for this other COVID Classic semifinal match, which featured Curtis in the white and Fitz in the blue. The only view that I had of this match was from this footage, so I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to break this down in great detail. But kind of what I can tell you is what I've seen so far from these guys in the tournament is that Fitz, his best weapon has been the takedown. Right there, you saw him hit a single leg. I'll replay it again. He shoots in, gets the single leg. But basically, if you've watched any of Fitz's matches in this tournament, I don't think he's been scored on yet. He's been proven very, very difficult to score on. And like I said, his best weapon has been the takedown. So a lot of what I've seen so far from Fitz's matches is he starts off very strong. He usually looks to get the takedown. He's been successful for the most part. And then it makes it really hard on his opponent in Curtis's situation. Now he's down 2 points, even though there's plenty of time left. Fitz hasn't been scored on yet. His base is very, very good, and he's very tough to sweep. And I'll tell you one thing. In my experience, it's going to be very difficult to sweep someone from close guard. Close guard, it definitely is a good position. You can go for submissions, back takes, etc., things like that. But if my goal is to sweep my opponent, I'm probably going to put my feet on the hips, much like Curtis is doing now, to look to create some space so I can start to play maybe a De La Hiva, a spider. Curtis looks like he's playing a lasso guard. Curtis has had a lot of success with his open guard sweeps, but the issue is that Fitz likes to pass on his knees. He doesn't stand up too much to pass, so it's going to be difficult to hit that overhead sweep that Curtis has hit a few times in this tournament. And it kind of just shows, in my opinion, why good guard passing will often beat a good guard player. Not every time, of course, but just you have gravity on your side. You can use your weight when you're on top. You can look to slow him down. You don't have to engage in all his sweeps and submission attempts. You can really make things difficult for the guy. That's why I always say, if you're on top, stay on top or look to get on top. It's going to make your life a lot easier. So at this point, Fitz is up 5-0. He has 2 points for a takedown and 3 points for a guard pass. So Curtis is going to have to do something drastic here, like sweep him to mount, maybe arm drag him to the back. He has to get in a position where he's going to be likely to have chance at a submission. Half guard is just, it's tough to do that from there. But I do like what I'm seeing from Curtis here is that he's always doing his best effort to get back to his position and get a foot on the bicep. He's looking to lasso. But like I said, it's difficult because Fitz doesn't usually like to stand. So it's going to be tough to sweep a guy from spider guard or from lasso when he's on his knees. That's when I would look to attack triangles. If the guy's on his knees, the kite sweep or just attacking the triangle choke with feet on the biceps or from spider, double sleeves, whatever you want to call it, can be a really good option. And looks like they're resetting back in the center again. Remember, Curtis is down 5. If he would be able to sweep to mount, that could be a 6-point move. But it's going to be tough to do. He's got a grip on the collar. He's back into close guard, playing with a foot on the hip. Feet on the hips are great to control the distance. But like I said, this position is just going to be tough to pull off a sweep from. Another thing you could look to hit from here is omoplata. Remember, the key for omoplata, you only need your opponent's elbow away from his body, which Curtis did have there. He did. I like how he's getting up and trying to go for the takedowns. You have to try something. He knows he's down on the scoreboard. So, I mean, it's best, go out fighting, try to score, rather than just accepting the bottom position, which is what Curtis tried to do. He tried to come up and tried to fight for the takedown. Looked like he attempted a throw, but once again, Fitz's base is just too good. He's able to survive. He wins this one, and he's on to the finals to take on Steve Benson.